fire, and it feels a sweet desire, and it burns just like a fire, and it feels a sweet desire.
Welcome to another episode. You nearly didn't have a video today because we're running low on content because of a lack of time, and the power tripped, but we soldiered on through and finished recording the song and the video.
So be grateful.
Or else.
Yeah.
We're the Club of Suns, and you're watching us talk about another Californian Fire. There's a funny story about this song, that when we first recorded it, we had a power trip.
We lost electricity.
We lost all the electricity in the area.
Yeah.
Not because we have too many things plugged in or anything. It wasn't our fault. It never is. Load shedding, which is a real bummer sometimes.
Yeah.
So we were recording it early in the morning. The power tripped. I went home and Steph, you sent me a message.
A few hours later, yeah.
I came back and we finished it. And the same thing happened today, except I didn't go home. We just did it.
Because that was 7 years ago, almost 7 years ago, when we recorded this song. Yeah, so we connected. In fact, today is a day a lot like that day. And it's bizarre, I suppose.
Yeah, we're having a really weird, uncanny day. So I wrote this song pretty much at the same time that I wrote I Don't Talk to Machines. Watch that video if you haven't yet.
You can click on it.
When I was busy writing the two songs, I didn't write them as two songs. I was writing pieces of different sections, and then all the sections that worked for I Don't Talk to Machines became I Don't Talk to Machines, and all the sections that fit in Another Californian Fire became Another Californian Fire. So we call them the cousin songs, or twins that separated. The opening line is kind of how I started writing the song, where I woke up to a noise hanging over my head. I was lying in bed, helicopter flew over, there was a lawnmower, everything was just like, and I don't know if I had a headache or something, but it was just all too much to handle. That feeling made its way into the song. The reason why it's called Another Californian Fire is because that morning, that when I woke up, turned on the news, there was another Californian fire in California, USA. And I had family who lived there at the time, so I was just thinking about them. That theme made its way into the song with all the energy and aggression and everything that was in me at the time.
It shares a theme with its cousin, I Don't Talk to Machines. In Machines you say, treat me like a dog.
Yes. So there is a section where I speak about being put down like a dog in agony. The same stuckness, the same argument that happened in Machines is the same argument that I write about in Another Californian Fire. I was told like something really mean, and my response was passive-aggressive lyrics.
I think you wrote it in 2008, but yeah, we recorded it in 2010. And we had this interesting, I guess you call it a riff, a guitar riff. This is just a pattern of chords on the guitar, which Matthew will now play for you. Let me just do it again. So that was part of the song, and that made its way into that first recording, which we did in 2010. And then the next year, the Foo Fighters came out with an album called Wasting Light. And that same riff was one of their huge themes in one of the songs, called I Should Have Known.
I should have known.
We thought, flip, we can't use this riff anymore in the song, because it would seem like copying them.
You put on the song for me and you said, listen to this new song, and I heard it and I was like, oh my goodness, they're playing our song.
Yeah.
Which is, it was bizarre, like I didn't know if I was awake or dreaming, or I don't know what was going on. It was like uncanny. The song is very uncanny. Weird things happen with the song. I wasn't upset. I thought, if I've written this and they've written something that sounds similar, kind of on the right track. It did force us to rethink everything, which was a good thing because it wasn't working. We didn't have the know-how. We were battling to pull the song together, and by being forced to change it, it actually forced us to pull everything together again.
Foo Fighters' album after that, Sonic Highways, they used that theme again at the end of one of their songs. So it's evidently something quite important to Dave Grohl, that little chord progression. So you can keep it, Dave.
It's really cool that we have something that was similar to somebody that we really look up to. I don't feel like the songs that I write are like, I possess them. I don't feel like they come out of me. I think it was Michelangelo who spoke about sculpting, like getting a piece of marble and the statue or the sculpture or the bust is already inside.
He just has to chip away the pieces that aren't the man, yeah.
Exactly, and then the song is revealed in the airwaves, or in this tapestry. There's the music existing and you kind of pluck elements of it.
When you learn how to play a song together as a band, it transforms again. So the drumming was inspired by Kings of Leon. We were listening to Kings of Leon at the time.
Because of the times.
Yeah, because of the times at the time. And the first song they play is Knocked Up.
I don't care what nobody said.
That's so different. So I thought, let me try and do something which sounds like a fire. And I just really just started hitting the cymbals a lot in that one part. And it does, it sounds a bit like the crackling of a fire. It's got the same kind of chaos which would come with a building burning down or something like that. Yeah, we made a fire with music.
The version of the song that you've heard now was recorded way back then, still using the same vocals from back then. We had ugly mics and we didn't know how to record anything, but we just did it.
But yeah, I mean, we were exploring, I think. If you want to make music, and if you have made music, you'll know the first step It's just stumbling through. Slowly but surely you start to build up knowledge, you know, about recording.
When we get better equipment, stuff starts sounding better, but you can hear the difference when you listen to something that's been produced.
We hope that everyone, no matter what your situation is, learns to struggle through whatever you might be lacking to make whatever you enjoy making.
Yeah, so be sure to catch us in the next video that we'll release next week, Monday hopefully, if there's electricity. Keep looking as fine as you do.
Indeed, sir. It's Matthew Levings playing his signature song, Mist in the Fog, on a rainy day, on a hill with no power, while we try to record a music video for our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It's a long name, but effective.